What's up, everybody? Thanks for hanging out, whether you are here live or you are here on the replay. You're helping me out. You're showing up. You're joining the conversation. And thank you for being here. I'm Big Cheds. Most of you probably know me from Twitter at Big Cheds. I'm, of course, here on YouTube, part of the quick market update series. Things have slowed down a little bit here on crypto, Twitter, and YouTube, but I'll keep doing these streams for a little while. As long as you folks keep showing up Tuesday, Friday, Saturday, quick market updates. I teach professional TA, Japanese candlestick, classical charting. I published 4 books. My new book is out. The Trading Journal. It's awesome. You're going to love it. Why you should use a journal, how to fill one out, all the different sections that go into an emotional management, good trader habits, sample trading journal. This is an awesome project. Waiting for more reviews. First review is great. People like it. More reviews are coming. Making my 3rd book free, and I just published a new video yesterday, weeks 5 and 6. So I'm eventually going to have that whole book for you for free on my YouTube. Of course, Bitcoin Live, where I do a twice a week full market report, Wednesday, Sunday night. Best team in the world that studies crypto. So what's up, folks? I don't know how long we're going to go today. I almost skipped, but I didn't. So I'm here for you now. Tell me what you'd like me to look at, what you want me to talk about. I'm not going to riff forever here, but I just wanted to touch base, see what you folks want to talk about. So this is your chance. Kind of watching Bitcoin here, not a ton to update. We're kind of micro-analyzing lower time frame price movements. We're still in between the 2 ranges, kind of seeing this descending supply trend, rising channel within the descending supply trend. So that's really that. I don't need to overanalyze 4-hour or above or below the 200. It's kind of chopping around. There's not much to do really here on Bitcoin until we recapture 94.5. Bulls, would like to hold, generally would like to hold 84.5, 85.5K range, but you don't need to overanalyze or think too much about this low time frame movement or this chop in between the ranges. We're waiting for more clarity on a larger time frame, and that's the deal. Ethereum sucks. You should be shorting it under 2100, under 2150. It's weak, continued weak to Bitcoin. Solana maybe going to hold at 120. We shall see. If you get a bounce a little bit higher, it's going to be a short setup right into that 160, 165 range. So I would keep an eye on that. Weekly breakdown below the weekly MA50. Yada, yada, yada. So, folks, what do you want to talk about? It's a quick stream today. I'm here for you. Yeah, it's for me too. I have fun, but it's quiet out here lately, man. Only 100 people. Not a lot of mojo. It's hard for me to really riff into what feels like an empty room sometimes. So keep showing up. What do you want to talk about? I'm going to check in the chat room and see how everybody is doing. What's up, Cliff? Boss Hog, Turtle, Dre, Glenn, Frontier. Couple names. What's up, M. Andrew? So let's see. What do you guys want to talk about? Looking at a short on render. Okay. It says, looking at a short on render, sitting in resistance and daily time frame. All right, let's take a look. I don't think I've looked at render here in a little bit. Real quick update. And folks, if let me know if you've already checked out. Some of you have already, probably like 80 of you have already bought the book. If you already bought it, let me know what you think of the new book, The Trading Journal. I want to hear your feedback. I'd love to hear from you folks. So what's going on with the render? You said you're looking to short and render, sitting resistance. Yeah, this is a bad chart. You want to short bad charts that bounce. I mean, you're bouncing right into around 415, 420. Absolutely. This is a good eye. If you're looking to short, you want a downtrend that is bouncing. Okay, you don't want to be, this is a long, I want to long the bottom. It's probably not the bottom and you're going to lose your money. If you want to go long, you want it to be an uptrend that dipped. If you want to short, this is a downtrend, price below a fallen MA200. So yeah, quite reasonable. Hard stop. I like it. Turtle Mug. I like it. This is a good identification of a potential setup. My biggest problem is figuring out the top and the bottom of the chart. What do you mean, Cliff? Cliff, what do you mean, brother? Cliff says, my biggest problem is figuring out the top and the bottom of the chart. What do you mean, man? Top and the bottom of the chart. I mean, just price structure. Look at where the price is telling you to watch. Clearly here, it's right around low 90K. Clearly here, it's 72, 73K. go watch the Masterclass tutorial. It's just a playbook for you. Look for the most obvious levels, and if there's not an obvious level, the chart is messy. You should ignore it, right? Not all charts are created equally. Not all levels are created equally in classical charting. You want time interval in between attempts. You want price distance. The more attempts, the better to define a level. Thanks for not skipping. No problem, Turtle. Will I have a chance? So TT asks, will I have a chance to buy SUI at 120? Next month? Probably not. That's a big drop from here, and it's still a reasonably decent chart. You got to see if it holds too. Why 120? That's a big markdown from here. It could get there, but I think you're anticipating a lot. You're anticipating a little bit too much. I think it probably should hold at 2 for a little while. So I don't think you'll get it. No, I personally don't think you're going to get it 120 next month. So let's see. What are you Dreamer? What's up, Dreamer? Good to see you, bud. What do you think the chances are to reach 72K? 80, 70%, 80%. I think it's still most likely. I was stopped out of the API 3 short. Yeah, that was a decent little short up, but it's chopped around here. So let's clean it up a little bit. The idea here is this is a bounce in a downtrend, and generally using the 125 level. It hasn't really spent much time below it. So I think, especially here now, we're starting to see Bull's local price response right around this level. It makes it more important to trigger here on a short. Maybe now use 120 if it drops below 120. It's still underside MA200. It's still underside loss support. So it's still a short setup. Can you look at Seller Network? Sure. Celery Network. Is this what we're talking about, folks? You're in Celery Network? I'm just playing. I got to go walk the neighbor's dog. That's a terrible chart. This is ugly. Is this what you're looking at? Steven Crypto. Seller Network? What are we doing with this one, brother? This is a really, really tough chart. Rough chart, ugly chart, weak. Why? Why are you asking me to look at this horrible, terrible chart for you, brother? Sending you Mojo from Ireland. Thank you, Dreamcatcher Films. What is going on? Favorite non-Cheds trading book would be probably Steve Nissen's Japanese Candlestick book, Japanese Candlestick Charting Techniques. It is the yellow cover. And then I'd probably say Technical Analysis and Stock Market Profits by Schaubacher would be my two favorite there. What level in BTC would you say is a short setup? Says Z-Zone. Probably like 94.5 if it gets right up to that level. Maybe even underside MA50 upper Bollinger Band at 90K. I think that's reasonable too. We are in a falling channel. I think one of those two. Do you watch liquidation heat maps? Negative. Albie says, hey, Chuds, love you, bro. Love you. Love you. Folks, you got to check out my book. 4th book. 3rd book's now free. 2nd book's free. 1st book's free. Check out all my great stuff. Let's see. What is your time frame? Z-Zone. What is your time frame for new coins to be visible for you, if you know what I mean? What's the need? Yeah, I gotta say at least a year. A year would be reasonable. 200 days will give you a symbol MA200, which is the trend in classical charting. But I like a little bit more than just the beginning of the blue line. I like a little bit of history. So somebody asked about SPX. So let's take a look at the bigger markets, the broader markets. And then someone asked me about SPX 6900. That's terrible. All right, so SPX. Question about SPX. Dead cat bounce. I mean, that's a loaded term, dead cat bounce. It is a bounce into loss support. It's a bounce into underside MA200. It's a bounce into loss support MA200. So I want to be a little bit careful here until it can recapture that 5850 level. I mean, overall, it's still a really, really strong trend. I mean, certainly in the weekly, nice little hold here. Nearly an inside up here in the weekly. So dead cat bounce, I don't like these terms. I mean, a dead cat bounce is something that you see in a downtrend. This is not a downtrend. So it's kind of the wrong chart for a quote-unquote dead cat bounce. Man, YouTube's so dead. 88 people. I'm sorry, but where did everybody go? It's not even summer. It's like people just gave up, or what is going on? Crazy, 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 crazy. Somebody asked me, so that's my deal. No, it's not. You need like a downtrend for a dead cat bounce. SPX 6900, the other one. I mean, isn't this just like a terrible chart? I think I remember I looked at it recently. It's just absolutely horrible. Yeah, just don't play this stuff. What are you doing with this? What is your question in this? Will it fall into the 3 cents? Probably. 30 cents? Yeah, probably. I think it's 70%, 80%, 80% likely. It's just not a good chart. Little bit of a bounce, but it's got to bounce into lost support. And there's no history. It's a garbage. This is garbage. I'm sorry, but it's a pure garbage. Question about Curve Finance. We'll take a look into the CRV. She's got curves. Thoughts on CRV recapturing 50 cents? I don't know if it will. I don't know that 50 cents even matters. I don't like the chart. I think you should pretty much be avoiding. Look at this weekly chart. Why would you touch this chart? Why would you even think about it? Why would you take a sniff? This is a terrible chart. This is what we're looking at when we're trying to go long. Steven said, brother, holding CER. I told him not to. Oh, your brother. Good. I thought you were saying to me, brother, I'm holding. No, this is terrible. Ask your brother why he's holding this, okay? And then ask him what his trade idea was. I entered because this. And, for example, because it was above a certain price level, like maybe, like 1.5 cents. If that's not the case, ask him why he's still in it. You don't just hold stuff. I had this thing, and I wrote about this. I did this video yesterday, trading quotes. And week 6, one of the quotes is, there's no such thing as being stuck. You're just refusing to, you're just simply choosing to hold on to a failed idea. Like, what? You're never stuck. This is a terrible chart. Ask your brother what the heck he's doing. Sentiment getting low, YouTube views. Yeah. I mean, I'll be here. I ain't going nowhere. This is what I do. I ain't going nowhere. Ondo, please. Sure. We'll do a couple more. Thank you, everybody, for showing up. Hit like, subscribe. You know I love you. I'm glad you're here. Next stream will be Friday around this time. Ondo is also a bad chart. These are weak charts. Folks, these are ugly charts. Much of the market's ugly, so that is true. But if you can get back up above 125, definitely would be some mojo. I don't like the chart. There's way better stuff out there. I do not like Ondo. Kelly says Bitcoin. The Bitcoin 2-week. Okay. I don't know that I have that. Here we go. 2-week. The 2-week 200 MA. Okay. Looks like a great spot for continuation. The 2-week? You talking about down here? Sure, but why? Why? You can't. And that's way over anticipation. We are well above prior range highs. You still have a weekly cup and handle in play. We're still well above the peak of the cup and handle. I mean, you're going to have to see a real deep market breakdown to get anywhere near the 2-week 200 MA. So that's, I don't know why you'd really be thinking about that. Right now, it's pretty straightforward. We just had the daily range breakdown amidst a strong weekly trend above the weekly MA50, and we're looking to see what the response is with a likely test of 72K or a recapture of 94K. I really don't understand looking all the way down like a 2-week MA200. I do not see the 2021 distribution top. Someone asked me, Glenn Hoddle, if you want to know is there distribution, pull up the on-balance volume. It still looks really strong. There's really no evidence of distribution in this chart. It's still strong. I don't see any fractal or anything like a 2021 thing. Steven says he got in believing the project. There's no such thing as believing. You can't believe these projects. Either the price holds support or not. These are nonsense. All these altcoins are just nonsense. They're vehicles for speculation. They're fun to gamble with, to trade with. You don't believe in something. These are vaporware. It's just nonsense stuff. Tell your brothers get to wisen up. All right. Is Beam X a good short setup? Sure. Let's take a look at that. Take a look at the Beam X. Thank you for showing up, everybody. It's a terrible chart. This is a really nice short setup. This is a very ugly weak chart. I do like the volume. There's some potential accumulation, but you've got a very reasonable short setup. If it fails to hold below really, 0.09, you can trigger on that and starting to do that. You have the local up thrust, failure to hold these levels, failure to hold recaptured February support. Okay, Kelly, you were saying the 2-day 200. That's a little bit better. Sorry. Okay, 2-day. I don't even have 2-day in here. Let's see. How do I add custom interval? 2 days. Let's take a look. Okay, it's a very interesting. The 2-day MA 200. Sure. I mean, whatever, but that doesn't mean it's still price structure. Kelly, 72K. That's what matters. Is going to be, the horizontal levels, clearly defined resistance. Cheds, I would like your vision on acceptance of randomness in trade and detachment results. Interesting question. I think you have to be somewhat detached. There's a couple things. You want to be completely detached. I have a quote where if you find yourself numb to losing money, then you should step away. So it should always sting a little bit, but you also have to understand you're going to lose money. You have to have paper cuts. You have to have these small losses to toughen you up and to help you build up your experience. So there's somewhat in between. But look, you have to be journaling, and it begins with mindfulness. And that's what the trading journal is all about. It talks about how to use a journal, why you should use it, good trader habits, emotional management, and all that stuff. Great question today. It's part of the Quick Market Update series on my YouTube channel at Cheds Trading. I just published my 4th book. I'm making my 3rd book for free, Trading Quotes. Check it out. Trading Wisdom is there already. You got my battles with cancer. I teach professional TA, and twice a week I do a full market report at Bitcoin Live. Check that out every Wednesday or Sunday night. I'll do one more request and then I'm going to run. I got to go walk the neighbor's dog. I almost skipped today, but I just want to try to keep up these updates for a while. Hopefully you folks keep showing up. Will give me motivation. Yeah, look at that. There you go. Nice little hold on MicroStrategy. Nice descending trend line break. Nice recapture of 320. So my thought is it looks pretty good. I do not want to see it back below 320. And just keep watching that level. Folks, thank you for being here. I'm cutting it a little bit short today. My heartfelt thank you. Thank you for showing up, spending a little bit of time with me. I'll be back here at Bitcoin Live tomorrow night, and I'll be back here Friday. And so set your clocks. I'll be here Friday morning. I'll do a full stream, 30 minutes, Friday morning, and we will talk then. All right? Big Cheds out. Take care, everybody. Be well. Big Cheds loves ya.